We talk a lot about what it is to be an American, and the great thing about America is that you can come from anywhere and be an American. Legal immigration is one of the greatest things that America has going for it. Legal immigration. So, I find myself taking a look at the enormous percentages of Hispanic America that vote Democrat, and I would think that the people here, the legal Latinos and Latinas should be some of the most conservative people we know. They should be saying, what are you doing getting in here illegally? I followed the rules, why don't you? They would say that in Spanish perhaps, but that would be the message. It's why it was such a joy for me to meet this woman just a few weeks ago. Adryana Boyne is a political commentator, a political consultant, and the national director of Voces Action. It is a nonprofit organization that helps to inform, to motivate, and empower Latinos in returning our country to conservative values. She's an internationally known speaker, a wonderful woman. Join me in welcoming Ms. Adryana Boyne.
Hello, Texans. I wonder if the liberal media is watching and seeing that I am a real Hispanic. And this is not the first time that we are addressing a tea party like this. Well, as an immigrant, I came to the United States many years ago. I love this country, and I am proud to say that I have never ever received a single entitlement from the government. Now, many years ago, I took an oath of citizenship. People who get naturalized take an oath. Something that most people who are born here don't do. Well, that oath contains 5 principles mandated by the Immigration and Naturalization Act of 1953. Those principles are: 1, allegiance to this document, the United States Constitution. 2, a renunciation of allegiance to any foreign country to which the immigrant has had previous allegiance to. A defense of the Constitution against enemies, foreign and domestic, and I think that includes Obama, Pelosi, and Reid right here. 4, a promise to serve in the United States Armed Forces when required by law, either combat or not combat. And 5, a promise to perform civilian duties of national importance when required by law. So, I want to tell you, I am not ashamed to tell you that this is my country and this is my flag. It's important for me to share that we always said we are fed up with government and we are fed up with those people in Washington. But it's also important to see that there have been some people who are doing their job very well. People like Michelle Bachmann, who is not ashamed to confront the radical liberal agenda of Obama, Pelosi, and Reid. People like Jim DeMint, John Boehner, Mike Pence, Michael Burgess, Steve King, Marsha Blackburn, Eric Cantor, and many other great Americans who are fighting for our freedom. Now, sadly, the majority of the congressmen and the majority of the senators have put our country into this mess. But we are going to change that in November, right? Now, here in Texas, we have some great conservatives who are going to be running against liberals in Congress. And we need to help those people. People like Stephen Broden and Francisco Kiko Canseco, who are going to be running in November. Those are true conservatives, and we are going to help them because we are going to fight for our freedoms. Now, the Tea Party is not about radicals, but about the voice of America. We are not radical extremists unless that you consider Washington, Jefferson, and Franklin, and the rest of our founding fathers to be radicals. Maybe that is why liberals dislike us so much. they just don't appreciate the conservative ideas penned by the founders of this great nation. The liberals running Washington had two choices. They can listen to us or they can ignore us. And we already know that they have been ignoring us. However, since they continue to ignore us, there will be a storm of protests, and that will shake Washington. And we will come out and vote for those candidates who will stand for our conservative values. We will vote for candidates who stand for a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We will vote for candidates who will fight tooth and nail against the liberal agenda in Washington. Now, many immigrants come here to chase the American dream, to make something of ourselves. Equal opportunity, no equal outcomes. Many of us believe that we need to protect our borders and respect our laws. We believe that America is the greatest country, and we believe in freedom and liberty. Now, Hispanics are social and fiscal conservatives, and I am a conservative because I value life. I value personal responsibility. I value fiscal responsibility. And I believe that the government works for the people and not people for the government. Entitlements are not good. And we believe in hard work and being rewarded for our hard work. Now, the liberals always portray all Latinos as ignorant, entitlement-grabbing persons who always vote Democrat. Well, I'm a Latino, and I don't want entitlements. I don't want government-run health care. And I don't like the direction that Obama, Pelosi, and Reid have this country. I want to challenge you to keep supporting our conservative fiscal and moral values. Our freedoms are being robbed, and not just our freedom to spend our money how we desire, but the very freedom to live our lives. Liberals want us to overspend. Liberals want to tell us what is right and wrong. They want to take away an unborn child's right to life. They want to teach our children their definition of marriage. They want to sit down and be quiet. But you know what? They slowly want to take away our rights, but we will not sit down and we will not be quiet. Now, we know that English is the language of this country. I'm going to speak 30 seconds in Spanish. El 2010 no es la cumbre de los Tea Parties o el motín del té. Estamos empezando y estamos cansados de un gobierno engrandecido. Estamos cansados de que el gobierno quiere que paguemos impuestos, estamos cansados de las deudas. No nos callaremos, no nos detendrán, nos estamos alistando para noviembre. 2010 is not the high point of the Tea Party. We are only beginning. The government works for us, and we do not work for the government. For each person here are represented thousands of people, and we are tired of how the president and his people have put us, our children and our grandchildren, in debt. We will not be quiet. We will not be stopped. Let's all get ready for a real change in November.